Hi, this is Average Down coming at you with another video of what I've read this week. So I read exactly 10 comics this week. So what did I read? Well, let's get into it. Right now I got Artful, number 1, May 2018 by Aspen Lab Comics. It's a mystery comic in London, 1874. It's exactly just like well, not exactly, but it's like Enola Holmes, basically. In that sense. I don't know. But, really, it's about this dude named Artful Dodger, right? And his real name is Jack Dawson. But they call him Artful Dodger because, he's an artful thief. And he can always dodge getting blamed. So, he sees this girl about to get slapped, about to get abused, and he steals from the guy who's going to abuse her. So that distracts him enough for him to walk away and for her to walk away. Now her name is Alexandrina, or Adrina for short. He thanks him and wants him to be better. My rescue is going to be better. So she convinces him to go after his mother's killer, the Spring-Heeled Jack. Now, he sets off on that. Is someone looking for him? Maybe his caretaker, whose name is Fagin, is also a vampire? That could be a possibility. Alright, next we have Aspen Seasons, Fall 2005, number 1, which is made in 2005, if you couldn't guess, made by Aspen, which is about the start of a war between mermaids and humans. We join in with this protagonist training and not really committing or anything. She just wants to kill humans. The problem, isn't her strength at all. It's just, her emotions, her animosity. Her name is Kiana. And it just takes her through her training and everything. There's also the story. This short story about this old couple wanting children. And basically, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce any names or anything. Going in, this old couple wants a child. So they go to this dolphin called Ujaka and ask him if he knows anything about children. He doesn't, but he says that he will go find advice, or he'll go find something about children. And he goes off for a couple weeks. Now Bottlenose hears this. Bottlenose is a dolphin. He's a trickster, and he goes out, gets an evil child for the old couple, and it's just like, okay, here's the child, give me some food. And they do. They give him a lot of bait, a lot of their best catch of the day, and their best fish. So, a couple years pass by. The child is not respecting of their things or whatever. It's just really evil. They didn't want this child. So, a couple years pass and they run into Ujaka again. And Ujaka tells them that wasn't me. That was Bottlenose. And Bottlenose got you tricked. But there is a way. If we go into the Great Black, if we go into the Great Black, we can find this whale named Yohanali, the wisest of the whales. So I go to him, and he tells them that he did send off the children a couple years ago, but this great crab named a rock top has trapped them both. But they rescue the children, and then everything is better then. Their names are Sinu and Indusa. So the moral of that story is, don't be so easily tricked. And look into everything. And don't get so cocky, because things might not be what they seem. Alright. At least that's what I think that is. So, but now we have Dark Dominion #1, made in 1993 by Defiant. Now that's about this guy named Michael Alexander, who is Glimmer. He helps people by getting rid of demons, literally. He can go and teleport into the Dark Dominion, and has a shield called the Quantum Field, so the demons can't really hurt him. He can either get the demons off by just shooting them or attacking them, But there's this sidekick called sorry, I don't have the name on it. But there's this sidekick who helps him in exchange for McDonald's food. Don't know why that's in here. There's also like a Coca-Cola can stuff. But they go to this place. Where basically this guy named the Old Savage runs a little shop there. And he is right about this portal that leads into the substrate time. Now, Glimmer, he asked the Old Savage about a lot of things about the Dark Dominion and all that. He also asked him about this mysterious girl that he saw there. He doesn't know anything, but it turns out she's a spy. And she's working with this guy who wants to rule the world in the Dark Dominion called Chasm. So, he captures Glimmer, and knocks him out, throws him down the steam pit. What else would he do, essentially? Someone's knocking you down, throw them down a steam pit. But yeah, that's Dark Dominion #1. And next, we have Firefly #1, made in 2018 by Boom Comics. Features the crew of Serenity. That's the name of their ship. It's a CO3K64 Firefly class ship. And they're just skimping around, low on gas, and looking for jobs. It says Malcolm, Mal Reynolds, Zoe Washburn, Kaylee, Inara, Jane, Shepard Bulk, Simon Tim, and River. As Mal would be the captain, Zoe is the second in command, Wash is the pilot, Kaylee is the engineer, and Nara is the companion, putting it lightly. She's a whore, according to Mal. Jean is the hired mercenary, hired guns. Shepard Book is just a passenger along. He's a retired shepherd, which is like a holy assassin or something like that. Simon Tam was a doctor who risked everything to save his sister River Tam, who was a child prodigy and highly experimented on by the government, the Alliance. So, of course, they keep moving. But in order to do that, they need money. So, and of course, Mal and Zoe are also independents. So they're browncoats there against the Alliance. So the Alliance is constantly tracking them down for River and for Mal and Zoe. But well, their thrusters basically explode and force them to land on a nearby moon, hoping to get work to replace the thrusters. And the moon is called Bethlehem, and they actually paid for protection, paid to escort the pilgrims of Moriah, paid to protect them from the Chang Benitez gang. They do that, but the Sunni crew does get made by an Alliance cruiser that was following them. So they thought they got away. They did not. And they can't escape because they don't have enough gas or whatever. But I love that. I love Firefly. I love the show. Joss Whedon. But anyway, right now we have Batman Confidential #1, also known as Rules of Engagement Part 1, made in 2006 by DC. Now it's like murder is going on in Gotham City. And who's here to stop it? Batman. Oh. Yeah, there's this girl named Katie. Her mom was just murdered, and she's next. The killer has 2 twin Uzis, and he tried to shoot at Batman, which of course doesn't work. It's Batman. When he realizes it, he flees to the fire escape. Apparently, the killer had filled his Uzis with 117 hollow point bullets. 117 grain hollow point bullets, that's what I meant to say. And now, the next day, him and Lucius Fox, who run Wayne Tech, are finding LexCorp for their for a huge military weapons contract. Huge. Alright. Then next, we have Superman Beyond #0. This is also made by DC. It's about an older Superman that really just wants to retire. He's old. Lois Lane is dead. Just no more reasons to really go on. He convinces himself of that anyway. But he also convinces himself to do one more job. And without the help of the Justice League, which is Warhawk, Aquagirl, Green Lantern, and Batman. But Batman, played by Batman, is Thomas Wayne, not Bruce Wayne. He faces, though, a newly developed villain called Armageddon. Now, Armageddon doesn't really want to cause chaos. He just wants to see his daughter. But once he sees his daughter in his new form, it scares her. He takes off his hanger out on Superman, nearly killing him because, he's old and all of his powers are slowed. So, including his healing factor. So, is Armageddon a little too much now for Superman? Who knows? Next, we have Parallax. Tales of Sinestro Code #1. It's about, get ready for this, about Parallax. And man he has under mind control Kyle Rayner. Now, Kyle Rayner is this dude imprisoned in his own house, with walls decorated with lost loves. Like, Alex, Donna Troy, Jade, his mother. But Kyle doesn't really like being a mind prisoner, though. He's a Green Lantern after all, so he decides to fight Parallax. Turns out, an even higher power wanted Kyle, though, Sinestro. In fact, he wanted him so bad that he sent a sentient virus to his mother that killed her. But why does he want her exactly? Why does Sinestro want him exactly? Why? It just doesn't make sense. And the Joker, #1, made in 2021 by DC, is about Jim Gordon. Not Commissioner anymore. His Commissioner is not really his name. Let's pretend that didn't happen. But Jim Gordon is thinking of his boogeyman, or the one perp that keeps getting away, the worst of the worst. Of course, the Joker. And why wouldn't he? The Joker, he killed his son, Jim Gordon Jr. He nearly killed Barbara Gordon. He just performed the deadliest gas attack in U.S. history on Arkham Asylum, killing nearly 500 people. So, why wouldn't he go for him? But he isn't. He's just gonna go peacefully go about his job, whatever. In fact, he actually gets promoted in a transfer, so he's thinking about all that. Until someone hires him to take the Joker out. Now, you wouldn't normally do this, but he's doing it for 2 reasons. One, because he can go out on a high note. He can retire after this. But he's got no money. Why would he retire? Leads me to my second reason. Because he's out for $25 million. Now, all he's got to do is take out the Joker who's just flown to police. And then he can retire. What's wrong with that? Just one more job, right? One more. And also, this includes a little short story about the new girl, Punchline, and Joker's new thing. Now, Punchline is on trial. This is a trial Punchline. I'm repeating myself. I don't know what I'm saying. But Dr. Thompson, who is a psychiatrist, needs more physical evidence to put Punchline away. So she sends her assistant, Bluebird, to Snyder College to get more evidence. Meanwhile, Punchline's in a holding cell, and Punchline actually gets the call from the Queen of Spades. And when the Queen of Spades calls you, you're supposed to give up what you have, like snacks and all that stuff, to her. But Punchline doesn't like this, rightfully so. So she goes and meets the Queen of Spades, and they have an argument resulting in Punchline kicking the Queen of Spades, showing that she's not going to bend to her every whim. That's where that story ends. Ooh. Can't wait till they're together again. Alright. Next one is The Army of Darkness, Furious Road, #1. I think made in 2016 by Dynamite. Now this group of people, consisting of Hakuba, Big Mike, Eva, Rev, Sister Ronnie, Martel, who is a man-bat, and Michael, who is Frankenstein's monster. Driving around this place, they're battling deadites who are basically zombies. And then, they're battling deadites instead of searching for this one evil book that can reverse everything, called the Necronomicon. So I can bring peace back to everything, kills all the deadites. It just makes the apocalypse never happen, basically. So they follow a lead to an S-Mart, where they run into the protector of the Necronomicon. And I kind of don't think he's going to give it away. Or give it up so easily. Why would he? He kind of lost an arm to it. Maybe he's Ash or something. I don't know. I try to say something smart there. I might have just given a spoiler. Oh, I'm spoiling everything. I will leave that secret. If you haven't figured it out already, you gotta read Army of Darkness. And see the movie. The movie is excellent. Alright. So last but not least, we got Kick-Ass 2 number 1. It's about Kick-Ass. The end. Well, okay, it's about Kick-Ass. It's named after Kick-Ass. It's about him wanting to join or to start a superhero team. It's also about Hit Girl, or Mindy McCready. However, she is getting used to civilian life because in the last few comics, her dad died. Nicolas Cage in the first movie. But she is adopted. She is adopted by people who knew of her vigilante times. Basically, they knew her when she was Hit Girl. So they try to get her to adapt to a civilian life. More peaceful, more childlike. Meanwhile, Kick-Ass runs into this new hero, Dr. Gravity, who uses a baseball bat with tinfoil. Makes Kick-Ass's, otherwise known as Dave, makes his dream come true. He introduces him to the superhero team, Justice Forever. And that's where that ends. And have you guys read anything new, or do you guys want me to read anything? Specifically, let me know in the comments below. And how do you think of Kick-Ass, the movie? I thought it was a really excellent movie. In fact, I saw the movie before I even saw the comics. That makes sense. But yeah, just let me know what you thought about the movie. And if you read the comics, just let me know down below. You can follow me on my social medias, my Instagram at Triple X Mayhem. So that's TRIPL3XXXMAYHEM. I have it in the description below. My Twitter is at Real Average John. My Facebook is at Official Average John. Alright. Now, of course, I'll have everything in the description down below. But until then, I will see you all later.